Bună ziua! Bine ați venit în frumoasa Moldova. Haideți cu mine in inima Chișinău. Welcome to beautiful Moldova, and that was Moldovan/Romanian. And now you follow me into the heart of Chisinau, guys. Welcome to Chisinau! Welcome to Moldova! Welcome to Chisinau again. I just took the public bus. It was very easy. You just take the bus number 30 to the city center, and usually there are machines where you can buy the tickets with a credit card, but they were not functioning. But there's somebody on board who's selling the tickets, and it's very easy. So just hop on, and yeah, and everybody was super friendly. We didn't have so much local cash on us, so the old grandfather just gave us some cash to buy our tickets. So sweet, so cute. And now we're gonna check into our hotel. It's called the Hotel Diplomat Club. So here's the sign to our Hotel Diplomat Club. Let's have a look at the room. Number 10. Cool. Very nice. Here's the bathroom. Is beautiful with the jacuzzi here. So 5 minutes of refreshment. Now we're gonna go check out Chisinau and check out the local food. We're gonna go to a restaurant that was recommended to us. It's called La Placinte. It's Moldovan food, and now we're gonna go there. And another gift from the house. Moldovan hospitality is really great. That's so kind. So guys, the restaurant was excellent. That's definitely a must-do on your bucket list in Chisinau. And it's about 10:30 in the evening, and we're gonna call it a night now. And tomorrow we're gonna do a walking tour through Chisinau. So good night. morning, guys. Now it's time to discover Chisinau, and we booked ourselves into a free walking tour. And I'm gonna go to the city center now because our hotel is a little bit located outside of the city center, like 20 minutes. And what is quite cool here, you have these scooters, e-scooters to rent, and you can get like Bolt, e-scooters, and other brands here. So we're entering, I think, a coffee museum or something next to a public swimming pool. So this is a super old coffee house here, like 300 years. Super cute in here. I'm gonna put the name on the screen. What is the name of this place here?
It's named Coffee Molka, but it's English is coffee grinder.
Coffee grinder, okay.
It's Russian, it's Coffee Molka.
Okay, cool. So guys, we just finished the walking tour, and may I present our favorite star? This is Dina here. And this is our lovely tour guide, Anastasia, right?
Hello.
And she got us across the like for 3.5 hours, right?
3 hours, about 3 hours,
and it
yeah.
just passed away like it was beautiful, and she did an amazing job, right?
Thank you very much.
And told us everything about Chisinau. And if you want to join in the tour, you go on freewalking.com, right?
Yes, or Guru Walk. And you can find me. I'm only one who is doing the free tours in Chișinău.
Okay,
You know.
so please support her. She did a wonderful job.
Thank you very
We
much.
did it everywhere in the world, like in Vietnam or Vilnius or Kuwait or something, or Mexico City. Just don't forget to subscribe, check it out. And I want to ask you, what are the main 5 highlights? What everybody needs to see here in Chisinau, if you have the choice, like if you're only here for the weekend or something like that.
So first of all, in the city center are located the main sightseeings here. So I recommend you to take a walk along the Stephen the Great and the Seine Boulevard.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Speaking about the churches, I brought you to one of the church with the most famous modern fresco ever. Yeah, it's the Cathedral of Transfiguration. Also located on the Boulevard Stephen the Great and the Seine. And the other monastery you could not see on during the tour because it's in the other side of Chișinău. It's Chufla Monastery inside of the city, a women's monastery.
Okay.
So it's
Put
a
the name on the screen.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. Speaking about the museums, my top 3 are the Historical Museum, the Ethnographical Museum, a beautiful building in Mavritan style architecture, and the Museum of Chișinău city. It's located in a water tower, and the author is our father of the city, as we call him, Alexander Bernardați. Only from there you can have a legal bird eye view on Chișinău.
Right.
Yes. Of course, this place, Coffee Molka, is
This is
in
where we
my
are
bucket
right now?
list. Yeah, because it's a hidden gem of Chișinău. You know, they are repairing now the main entrance. That's why you need to walk from the back entrance.
Yes, through
And
that
that's why
public
it's not
swimming
so,
pool. Yeah.
It's
And
not
the
so
owner
easy
is
to
very
find.
funny. What is his name?
It's Alexander Stukalov, and he's the promoter of coffee drinking culture here in Chișinău. He even had his program on television where he cooked coffee.
Wow, cool.
Different.
He's a very fun guy.
Way, yeah.
And last question now. I ask everybody around the world, what makes you happy in life? Could be anything.
What makes me happy?
Yeah, personal.
Yes, my family.
Okay.
My dog, my children, my country, the weather here, Moldavian wine, of course, and the possibility to travel around the world and to get acquainted with different people. Yeah, that makes me happy. And dancing as well. I dance Argentinian tango.
Dancing is always fun, right? Mulțumesc. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much for the questions. Yeah.
So after the beautiful walking tour, I want to show you some cool architecture from the Brutalism era and maybe get a haircut. And here's the super famous National Hotel from the former Soviet time, and it's an abandoned building now. Our guide said there's some owners, but they don't want to invest anything or something. Since 35 years they're having a problem with the government, and the government wants it to be renovated, but they have some issues here. This is the back side of the National Hotel, so if you're into lost places, this is the place to be. Here's the famous Chisinau Hotel with the Chisinau logo on top of it. And the Titanic Soviet symbol in front of it. And now I want to show you the next hotel from a specific era. This is the Cosmos Hotel. I'm going to show you the front side now. This is the back side. And here is the building in front of us, the Cosmos Hotel. It was built in 1974 and finished in 1983. In the Soviet time, and it was a Like it was the era of Soviet modernism. And yeah, 19 stories tall and pretty cool, pretty impressive. This is also a very cool building. Does anybody know what it is? Please comment. Also pretty cool architecture. I love this city from the architecture point of view. Definitely, you have to come here. And here we have an old Soviet car, I think. I don't know the name, but... And here you have the Romanita Tower or Roshka Tower from the Soviet-era times, from 1976 built until 1986, I think. And it's 23 floors high and 77 meters, and the architecture is quite cool, I think. And let's try to get up to the observation deck. It's just like a regular apartment block, but maybe we can try to get in. Let's try. We made it on the 22nd floor. So it worked. We were entering the elevator with some locals, and you're able to go up to the top floor, and then you enter like a rotten metal door construction site, and then you can have a glimpse on the top floor, and the view is beautiful. But the balcony, to be honest, didn't look very promising. That it is stable, so we didn't enter the balcony, but it was great. And but the elevator is very spooky. It makes crazy noises, and if you press the button, it makes a very large bump sound. But it's cool. The building is cool. Try it. And this is the circus of Chisinau. And some facts regarding the circus, what we just saw. It's a fascinating building because it was built in 1981 and is an iconic example for brutalism architecture. And yeah, it was one of the largest circus venues in the former Soviet Empire, and it was able to fit about 2,000 spectators. And yeah, unfortunately, it's abandoned after the Soviet Union collapsed, but they are still trying to reopen a few parts of the building, but at the moment it's like a lost place. So, but it's very beautiful from the shapes and everything, and that should be definitely a must-do on your bucket list, just from the outside. I think it's very beautiful. So I'm just taking the haircut at the Crazy Monkey with Vlad here. He's doing an amazing job at my hair. What do you think? It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, we do amazing job.
Yeah, he's really taking care of my hair.
And let's see what we got to the end.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Vlad. So I'm done, and he did a wonderful job. He was like a scientist, like an artist, working on my hair with the millimeters on the side, with the shadows, and one of the best haircuts I've ever had, to be honest. Maybe you cannot see it right now, but yeah, go for it. You guys out there, you have a look. It's about 350 lei. Okay guys, last sightseeing highlight for tonight. It's about 8:30 p.m. and I'm going to show you the biggest shopping mall in Chișinău. It's called Mall Moldova. If you want to do some shopping, they have all the brands here, and local brands and international brands. And the food court is on the top floor, and I think I'm going to have some Taco Bell. It's embarrassing, but I love Taco Bell like an American tourist, but yeah, I'm gonna go for Taco Bell. Tomorrow Moldovan food again, I promise. Good morning, guys. So today I'm gonna take you on a day tour 1 hour north of Chișinău, and we're gonna visit the most famous cultural site of Moldova. I think it's a cultural complex, UNESCO World Heritage Site. I think it's called Old Orhei. It's like a church with old medieval monks, and they're living inside like a limestone carved canyon, and you have a beautiful view on top of the river and on the scenery from there. And yeah, that's definitely a must do, I was told, in Moldova. And afterwards we're gonna see a winery, because Moldova is super famous for wines, and Moldova is actually one of the biggest wine seller, the biggest wine seller in the world, with the biggest selection of wines. I don't know if it's that the same one or a different one, but yeah, let's go. So the first stop at the Monastery, let's check that out. Now we're gonna head for the next sightseeing highlight. This is the old Orhei. It's on the list to be a UNESCO heritage site, but it's not yet. So we're gonna walk there now. Steep. If you have vertigo, maybe a problem. After the little hike, we're gonna go have some lunch here.
Russian and Georgian toast from every time when we sit together we say this toast. So I can buy a goat, but I don't have a wish to buy it. I have a wish to buy the house, but I don't have possibility to buy the house. So let's drink our possibilities matching with our wishes. На здоровье.
На здоровье, спасибо. So there was a lovely spot with this local family having a lunch with the group with some homemade wine without conservatives, what do you say, without the chemical stuff. And now we're gonna, I think, drive for about half an hour and then do a wine tasting. Our sweet driver, what was your name? Vadim, yeah. Cheers, Vadim.
Yes,
He's not drinking the Dom Perignon, but I am. So, cheers. Thank you so much for your driving.
super tourist, super person.
Yeah. And we're going into the tunnel system here, into the bunker with the golf cart. So guys, we just reached the deepest point here in 120 meters below the surface, and actually I'm not a big fan of tunnels. And now we're gonna go through the winery. Actually, it was originally a limestone mine from the Soviet time. It's actually a super cool place to shoot a horror movie. Here is the underground cinema of this estate. It's not a joke, they're playing a show right now. Hello? What's a mask? Cheers! 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 We're sitting in business class, right?
Yeah.
This is our Scottish friend Orhei. Were you successful with your date?
No, because you sat beside me. Bastard.
I'm trying to be your wingman here.
Is it the love of God? Is it a cure? Is it hope? Or maybe it is a way of living? Wine is one of the first creations of the humankind.
Yuri Gagarin.
The first man.
Yuri Gagarin, the first spaceman, yeah?
The first spaceman.
Yes, in 61 he went into space, yeah? And then in
That's a cool story. The first man in space, Yuri Gagarin from Russia, was here in that wine cellar in Krikova 2 years after he was in space, and he just left a personal note here, which we can just witness. That's pretty cool. And one more fact here, here's an average temperature about like 12 to 14 degrees, and to keep the wine in shape, and they were turning the bottles, I think, every 3 months by 30 degrees, so that it stays in shape. I'm not the wine expert, but this is what I learned here, and I'm passing it on to you. And if you want to date this hot man, please comment and leave your number. Just DM me. And now we are entering the really expensive area. They have a wine collection of 20,000 bottles from all over the globe. Like a 100-year-old bottle from Israel, and from Italy, Spain. And here are the most expensive bottles. Here in the middle, you have one from Jerusalem. It's supposed to be like $150,000. Here's one from Germany, 130 from 1935 during the Nazi period. So they're just preparing our wine tasting now.
That is your creation.
Come on, Bobby, let's go party.
Okay, let's go. Okay, this is the poster for the event today, and in the morning there are the parades, and at 1 p.m. there's some different European events going on, some quiz, some on stage, some exhibits, and at 7 p.m. there will going to be a concert with these bands. So we did a little bit more research. So the first parade is for the Victory Day. So it's the, let's say, the pro-Soviet parade, and later on there's going to be the pro-Europe parade. So there's a lot of security and military and police everywhere, and I think you can tell from the flowers, like with the red carnations, people are paying tribute to the victims of the Second World War.
Мы за ценой не постоим, одна на всех мы за ценой не постоим. Нас ждет огонь.
So this was the demonstration for the Victory Day for the victims of the Second World War, and of course pro-Soviet-era, pro-Soviet, pro-Russia demonstration. And now we're going to the European parade festivities, and yeah, let's have a look. The European celebrations are commencing. I'm going to show you a few other highlights in Chișinău. I'm going to show you the central market for vegetables and fruits, Piața Centrală, and afterwards, let's see, I want to check out the military museum in Chișinău as well. next highlight on the agenda is the military museum. So that should be definitely on your bucket list. That was quite interesting to see these old Soviet aircrafts and all these tanks and everything. Yeah, that should be on your bucket list. That was a great song, I actually cried, to be honest. That's cute.
Tonight, from this stage, I can feel it very, very clear. The sense of togetherness, energy.
Astăzi, pe această scenă, eu simt foarte bine anume acest lucru, acest sentiment de unire, această energie a dumneavoastră.
And I want to make it very, very clear. Moldova is part of Europe and has always been.
Și vreau să spun foarte, foarte clar acest lucru. Moldova întotdeauna a fost parte a Europei și Moldova este parte a Europei.
Not someday, now!
Thumbs up for Moldova. That was a very, very beautiful event. The live music was great and everything went very smoothly, peacefully. There were no fights going on, no people were like drunken people starting fights, nothing like that. Just families and couples dancing. It was very cool. Loved it. Good morning. It's the last day in Moldova and very sad to leave, but we gotta go to the airport after the breakfast, and I'm gonna give you all the highlights now, what to do in Moldova, and yeah, my top 5 things to do in Moldova.